Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Ronchar Ranchers. I hope everybody had a good week. Ours has been busy. We've been deworming and getting test results back. So yesterday we got all the blood work back. It turns out that Louie does not have Cushing's. So we're not quite sure what happened to him. It may have been that his EPM reared its ugly head again, but he is gaining weight again. He is filling out, so we are going to put them out on the third pasture sooner rather than later, and hopefully he will fill out being up on the third pasture. Obviously everybody will go out there, but we're specifically want him to fill out. The other three really don't need to fill out that much, but he doesn't have Cushing's, so that's an awesome thing. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing until we put him out on the third pasture, and then we'll go from there. We'll reevaluate in a few weeks. Abers in the back is doing well. He continues to lose weight. He also continues to let his opinion known on what he does and does not want to do. It's going to be a process with him. He was not having it, being dewormed. So I will try again this weekend and try a different tactic. Louie was an absolute saint, like he always is, to be dewormed. And hopefully that helped too. And that's one of the reasons why he's starting to gain weight again, is that he was dewormed. Not that he had a heavy shedding, but you know, I think with him, any little bit that is out of whack with his body takes a toll. So, you know, we're the training challenge started again with for the Forever Foundation, and Abe is going to go back in it. So once again, we're starting from ground zero and getting him, you know, back up to snuff. He's been fine. It's the weirdest thing because he's fine without a halter on. I can move him around. He's very respectful. As soon as you put a halter on, he gets very, very defensive about what you're trying to do. So, like I said, we just got to work slow with him again and build it all back up, and we'll get there. You know, we had him there before, and he'll get there. It might just take a little longer this time, which is fine. You know, we always go at their pace. We're not under some horrendous deadline. You know, whatever he needs and however long it takes, we'll be there for him. But like I said, he's an absolute sweetheart to be around as long as you don't put a halter on him. So we have to work on that because Dr. Lauren is coming in a few weeks to do his blood draw, so we got to get him ready for that. He does have, we do have the farrier coming on Monday for Ellie and Apollo, and we want to get him done at that time too. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how productive of a weekend I have. But that's how these guys are doing. So let's go over before it starts pouring rain and see. Just me, guys. Just me. You're fine. So the test results did come back. To refresh everybody's memory, we were testing for Lyme disease for these guys. So Apollo came back negative, and Ellie girl came back positive. So she does have chronic Lyme disease, and we have to make a decision on what we're going to do. You know, she is 30 years of age, and you know, she wasn't as bad with the chronic as Abe was. Abe was really, really high. But she is not. So, you know, there's one thought, just leave her be. Because, you run the risk with trying to give her, you know, medication. Is she going to take it? Is she not going to take it? Is it going to stress her out? You know, it's not like she's stiff and she's having issues getting up. You know, there is some thought that her lack of eyesight, maybe because she has Lyme disease, but it's not like if we treat it, her eyesight is miraculously going to come back. It's more of what's going on with her physical eye, especially on her right side where it's where she can see out of, but you can see that there's differences in it. So that might be the result of Lyme. That's not going to change, though. Like, the damage is already done. And on her left eye, that wasn't done because of Lyme disease. That was done because of some kind of accident or whatever trauma she had to her eye. So, you know, I really have to weigh the upside of treating her with, you know, what's going to be best for her. She's eating, she's drinking, she's frolicking around, she's bucking. She's a happy girl, and I don't want to do anything that is going to put that in jeopardy. So I really have to think about it and, you know, and figure out what to do. You know, it's always putting the best interest of the horse first. And I have to do a little more research on you know, chronic Lyme disease and treating with doxy, and you know, you can run the risk of having some digestive problems and getting diarrhea and such, which then they get dehydrated. She's already a draft horse. Summer's not that great. You know, it's harder on them. You know, she drinks, but she's not a big drinker. I'd like to have her drink more. But she does it at her own pace. And, you know, I've tried different things to try and get her to drink more, and she just hasn't. So, you know, with that being said, if you go ahead and you're worrying about dehydration and I can't get her to drink more, you know where that's going. So, you know, it's something that I have to weigh, and I'll probably talk with Dr. Lauren more about it, and get her take on it. Her, you know, and what my concerns are. You know, when I talked to her, she's really leaning towards leaving her be, and that she's not really concerned with her numbers. So, So we'll see. I'm pretty much leaning in that direction, but I wanna educate myself a little bit more before I say, yeah, let's just let her be and let it run its course. This guy's having his skin issues again. I think he might be allergic to something. Not quite sure what. But I've been washing his face with a medicated shampoo and putting some lotion on him, and it has it's calmed down a lot. So just keep doing that and make sure that his oh, you're such a goofball. And make sure that he stops scratching so he doesn't rip himself up like he was a couple months ago. But that's really it from here, guys. Monday, Kendra is coming to do Ellie and Apollo, and hopefully Abe, fingers crossed. So we do have a $5 Friday going on to help pay for the tests that Ellie, Apollo, and Louie had. So if you're able to give some support to that, muchly appreciated. It wasn't something that we were necessarily planning for with Louie's blood work to have done. We did with Ellie and Apollo, so every little bit helps to pay for the tests that we had done on them. So we'll move forward with Ellie and good news on Apollo and good news on Louie. So we almost batted 1,000. Sorry guys, I gotta laugh or else I'd get upset. But anyway, I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will keep you guys updated with how everybody does with their trimmings on Monday. All right, guys, be well. Talk to you soon.